Hi, this is David Turner with davidspassage.com, coming to you with another gear review this morning. Still really early, but I wanted to get another one out this morning and talk to you a little bit about just some things that I've learned about headlights or lighting. Man, I'll tell you what, I went on a trip recently where I really learned a valuable lesson in lighting, and so the piece of gear that I'm looking at today, this is the Princeton Tech quad LED headlamp. I'll give you a little close-up of it here. Okay, the thing I really like about this is that it has up to 150 hours of burn time. It has 4 different settings. There's a high, medium, a low, and then there's a flashing setting. And then it also has a little battery indicator down here that shows you when the battery is getting low. It's waterproof, again 150 hours. And this is actually, if it's on your head, you can kind of see there. Wow, that's pretty cool. Woo, disco. Alright. This is one of those pieces of gear that I splurged a little bit on, a little bit more. After I purchased it, I saw in different places that there were headlamps that were water resistant too, that were a little bit cheaper than this Princeton. But I'll tell you a story about something that happened to me where I really learned the value of having a good headlight. And as I was learning things, my buddy Russ and I went on a sort of a primitive trek into some state forest land. And we were camping. Now we were prepared. It was wintertime. We were prepared for 19-degree temperatures. That's what they said. That's what the weather prediction was. But what ended up happening? We gathered our firewood, and we got everything together. We had things going pretty good for a while. But what happened was, and I should have known this. I've lived in Michigan most of my life. Wait 5 minutes and the weather changes, and sure enough. Somewhere around 11:30, 12 o'clock at night, man, the temperature dropped below freezing. And I like to hammock camp, so I was in a hammock under a tarp. And Russ was actually a little bit more prepared than I was. He had a much colder, he was prepared for much colder weather, I think. But even he was really cold, and so it got to be midnight, and the winds were something fierce. It dropped well below freezing with the wind temperatures, probably. And so we were out in the woods about 20 degrees lower than we were prepared for. So at midnight we had to trek out of our site. We had to bug out and pack everything up and trek out at around midnight, 12:30. And so I learned, I had a little pen light or not a pen light, but a little LED flashlight thing, and I just learned, after gathering firewood up, we got in kind of late, so it was getting dark. I had to use it, and I had to stick it in my mouth and all of this stuff. And even though it was a cheap light, and they last for a long time. The one I had, its batteries lasted a long time. I learned that it is very important to have, for me to have a headlight, because you never know when you're going to be in a situation. You need to have your hands free, especially if you're if you're doing any kind of bushcraft in the dark. You gotta have both hands. You gotta have both hands to be able to see what you're doing if you don't have a fire. And I know this isn't really bushcraft, but call me, whatever you want. But so this is the Princeton Tech. I highly recommend this flashlight. I bought it at Gander Mount, probably more than I should have paid. But you can get them online for anywhere from $20 to $40. Again, it's a great light. 150 hours of battery time. I'm assuming that's in the low light setting. I'm not sure with the highlight setting, but this thing has 4 LEDs. It is super bright. It's water resistant. It works on 3 AAA batteries. I'll show you how this opens up here. It has a little screw thing here, but you can finger tighten it sometimes. Yeah, mine's just finger tightened. So I finger tighten that and it opens up. There's my batteries. It's got a nice little gasket in there to keep those safe from the water, any water resistance and rain that you might come across. It's fully adjustable on your head, so you can point it down, you can point it straight on, or you can point it down. a nice elastic strap to go with it. Man, this is just, and what I really like about it, it just feels really solid. It's not going to break on me. I'm really confident of that in terms, unless I step on it. I'm kind of a big guy, but so I really recommend it. Again, that's the Princeton Tech Quad LED headlamp. Again, I can't stress the importance of just having something like this with you in the woods in case you get in a situation where you got to bug out at midnight, you got to bug out at 1, 2 a.m. You got to have light going through the woods. So thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more updates and more gear reviews and things like that, and things that knowledge I'll be passing on as I learn it. Definitely check out davidspassage.com. You can follow me on Twitter at davidspassage. Thank you so much again for your views, and we'll see you next time on David's Passage.